Good morning, guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I had to do some organizing and a little bit of decluttering of my nail products. So my nail polishes, my e-file, and all of my tools. As many of you guys know, especially if you follow me on Instagram, I do my own gel nails, and I think I do a pretty good job. They look really nice, and I always have people asking me for a tutorial. Today is not going to be a tutorial, but today I'm just going to show you all the products I have, what I use, and then at the very end of the video, I'm going to walk you through a step-by-step, and I'm going to put in point form on the screen and show you the products that I use, and then I'm going to link everything down below in the description. So if that's all you want is that list and like how I do it and the proper steps, then just go to the end of the video. But if you also want to do a little bit of decluttering and listen to a nice long chatty organize and declutter video, then you can play the video from beginning to end. And yeah, if you guys are just in general curious about the products I use, then I'll be talking about them in today's video as well. And if you guys are new to my channel, welcome. I would love if you would consider subscribing. We do a lot of decluttering and organizing on this channel, and I would love if you would consider hanging around for the ride and subscribing. You can also feel free to head over and follow me on Instagram. And with that out of the way, you guys, let's get started in today's video. All right, guys, welcome to my office. So yeah, I'm here in my office. I'm not going to put the camera all the way up because my vision board is up there. There's my desk, my morning coffee. It is 8:30 in the morning, and my daughter has just gone back to school. Thank goodness. It's the start of a new school year. I'm so excited. We needed a little bit of, We needed a little bit of structure in our days, and she needed to not sleep in until 12 o'clock anymore. And I needed the house to myself for a little bit. I just love having the house to myself and getting things done. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to be taking care of a whole bunch of decluttering, organizing, errands, and then I'm expecting a couple things to come in the mail today, so I'm really excited to get them. Probably hop on the treadmill at some point and wash my hair later. That sounds like about what the day is going to be today. So yeah, here on the floor I just have some stuff that I previously decluttered. In my last big declutter video, you guys would have seen all of this stuff go. That was when I decluttered my wardrobe. I did a huge closet wardrobe declutter, bedroom, shoes, handbags, everything. So if you guys didn't see that, do check it out. And then this here is a pillow that I decided to try. It's from Walmart. It's just a little bit too high for me. It's supposed to be like firm support for people who sleep on their sides, which I do. I'm a side sleeper, but I'm also very petite, and believe it or not, it's too high for me. Like, I'm just such a small person. I need like miniature pillows. Like, I need firm support for a side sleeper, but miniature version. Literally hardly any pillows I try ever work for me because I want firm support, but I don't want them big, you know? Anyway, so this stuff is all donations. This is my office shelf, by the way. I love it. It's so pretty. I have a little pothos plant on top, and then I just have a few other goods here. And like I said, I will be moving in the next 6 months to a year-ish, somewhere in there. I'm not going to talk about details too much in this video, but I don't know if there will be a space for a shelf like that. So when I move, I'm already starting to think about having to do like a moving declutter video and sell some stuff and whatever. But anyways, yeah, so today's video is about decluttering and organizing my nail supplies. And one question I get a lot is people ask what products I use to do my own nails, to do my gel nails. I started doing my own gel nails about a year and a half ago. I wanted to learn how to do my own gel nails because 9 times out of 10, you guys, when I go to the salon, it depends on which salon. We don't have very good salons where I live, unfortunately. It's very difficult to find somebody who does a really good job. So here's an example of a side profile of a nail. You see how it has a nice slope to it? You see how it has a nice shape to it? Half the time when I get my nails done at a salon, you guys, they are shaped like this. Like the end of the nail is thicker than the rest of the nail. I don't know why. It's like they don't understand what they're doing. I've been to some really, really good nail salons, you guys, and I think it doesn't depend like how big your city is or exactly where it is, because I went to a couple of salons like in the States that theoretically should have been great salons. They were in like high profile neighborhoods. They were really good salons, like really good chains. And I've walked out with less than great nails. And I've also been to a couple of nail techs in like just a random mall somewhere who did a fantastic job. And here in town as well, I've been to, sorry, I got to turn my phone off. It's going to annoy me. Today is like day 2 of my period and I'm really cranky today. I've been to a couple nail techs where I live and they have done an amazing job, but they were operating out of their own home. And then I've been to like a chain, like a spa salon, like that is supposed to be good. And I've walked out with awful duck-shaped nails. And if you guys know what I'm talking about, try to put a picture on the screen of the type of job that they do, but it's not good. So long story short, I started doing my own nails because this way I can get them exactly the length, exactly the shape, exactly the thickness, whatever that I want. B, I'm tired of wasting my time and money and leaving and feeling frustrated and then having to come home and redo them anyway. And C, it saves a little bit of money. So I still do get a pedicure done at the salon because I like to be pampered. I like the whole like salon experience. So I like the foot soak, I like the massage, I like the warm towels, I like when somebody pays attention to my feet and like works on my feet. Like I like the whole salon experience. And for the most part, it's pretty hard to mess up a pedicure. Like all you have to do is, it's just a gel overlay. They're not putting on tips or extensions or anything. It's usually pretty easy to get a basic pedicure with gel polish. Right? It's pretty hard to mess that up unless they're terrible with the e-file and they cut you, which I've also had happen, but usually the places I go here are pretty good in terms of pedicures. It's the fingers that they mess up all the time and I don't know why. So anyway, I get my toes done still at the salon, but I do my hands at home here. It's kind of a toss-up because for me, of course, I like to sit and relax and have coffee. I like somebody to work on my hands. It's like a whole pampering session. I like the music. I like drinking coffee. I like the whole thing. I like the way it smells in the salon. Like I love the smell of the nail polish and the acrylic. I know it sounds weird, but I do. It's like one of those, it's like a vibe, right? Nail salons are a vibe. But I hate wasting my money and I hate walking out not liking my nails. So today I'm going to share with you guys the products I use to do my nails, and I also have to declutter my nail colors, and I might have to declutter a couple of base and top coats too. Yeah, so let's get on into it. All right, so I just turned on the light so we can actually see what we're doing in the closet here, you guys. I don't like the way the lighting looks, but that's okay. All right, so this is my closet where I keep stuff. Pillow out of the way. So this is my closet where I keep stuff. I have to put all this stuff that you see up here. This is my Olympia that, my last remaining perfume that hasn't sold, but I did find somebody who's going to take it. I'm giving it to a friend. And up there is all my travel stuff. I still have to find an overnight travel bag because I gave my old one to my daughter. So I have like a couple toiletry bags and stuff sitting here and like dry shampoos and hairsprays that I gotta find an overnight bag to put them in because right now they're just sitting up there looking really unorganized. But anyways, down here is where I keep all my other stuff. I have like computer equipment, I have ink for the printer, my tripod, my candles, my one piece of fall decor, which I'm going to be pulling out pretty soon because it's starting to really feel like fall out there. And because where I live, we don't have a very long fall, I want to enjoy the fall transition period as much as possible. So one of these days I'm going to have to do like a fall decorating video. Not that there's much to decorate, but anyway. Yeah, so on this side is where I keep all of my nail stuff. I also have this stuff here. These are empties. I'm going to be doing an empties video for you guys. Okay, so here is all of my nail stuff. So at one point, you guys, I was actually taking the nail course because I really actually enjoy doing nails. I think I'm pretty good at it. I do my own nails. Like I said, I did like some friends and family's nails, and I'm actually pretty good at it, but I'm not technically certified. And my nails also last a really long time, you guys. Like, they do not lift, they do not, I don't know, they hold up really, really well. They're really strong. And the health of my own nails has gotten better since I've started doing my own nails, and they grow really fast and they don't break. So I think I know what I'm doing. And I did do the majority of the nail course. I just never actually finished it because I didn't want to be honest, I didn't really want to do the acrylics part. And I couldn't see myself doing it like full time out of my home. I may decide to go back at some point and complete the course. I don't know, but at this point in time, it's not something that I'm looking into doing. I have enough on my plate with just working as a nurse and with YouTube and stuff. I already have enough on my plate, and then just like being a normal human and having my daughter and my relationships and all that kind of stuff. It's too much for me to take on, I guess. And I also just, because I'm not going to be staying here, it it just isn't the right time, you know what I mean? So doing nails professionally is something I'm going to push off. Therefore, I don't need as much product, and I've already decluttered a ton of stuff. I had a whole bunch of stuff, you guys, like builder gel, I had acrylic powders, I had a whole assortment of brushes, and I basically kind of whittled it down to what I needed to do my own nails. But I feel like I still have to declutter some polishes. I have a lot of polishes that don't get used or that I don't plan on using. Let's just go through. I'll show you guys what I have. And as we go through, I'm going to declutter some things and I'll tell you what I use things for as well. And then I guess at the very end or at some point in this video, I will put like a list of what I do, like a step-by-step what I do when I do my nails, and I'll put the products that I use as well step-by-step. It's actually very, very easy, but let's go through and declutter. Okay, so here we have this thing here. So this is one of those like heel, whatever, what do you call this thing? A file for like dry skin, which I do use on myself sometimes, not very often. My skin on my feet doesn't get very dry or cracked. It's actually like pretty good, but I do use that. I should actually go empty it just once. So I think what I'll do is the stuff I'm gonna keep, I'm just gonna set to the side, and the stuff I'm gonna declutter, I'm just gonna put on the floor to declutter. This is my e-file, and this is by a company called Melodi Susie. I've actually seen these in a lot of like professional salons. The girl that does my toes actually uses this. It's a pretty good e-file, you guys. It's pretty affordable if you're looking to get one. I don't use it a lot these days anymore. I do use it if I'm going to be doing somebody else's nails, because I prefer to use the electric file to remove their polish. On myself, I find it too tedious to use the electric file to remove my polish, so I just use a regular nail file, just a handheld nail file. But the other thing that this is good for is to do kind of like a Russian manicure. Like you can really get around your cuticles, you can clean them up really nice. You can really get the edges of your nail plate looking fantastic with this, so I'm gonna keep my e-file. It's good to do other people's nails, and it's also really good for doing a home manicure. And it's a pretty good file. It served me very well, and yeah, I really like it. It's pretty easy to use. And if I may say so myself, I'm a bit of a whiz. I'm a bit of a whiz with the e-file. I'm actually pretty good with it. And I was like petrified of the e-file when I first started, but now I'm actually pretty good. All right, you know what? It's not even like, there's not even that much stuff in here that I don't need. I think it's just a matter of organizing it better. So here I have a pair of UV gloves, you guys, and these gloves are the tips of the fingers are open. So this is what the UV gloves look like. And you can obviously tell the reason you would use these is to protect your hands and your arms from UV light. That's one thing I'm really big into is skincare. And I do not like exposing my hands. Literally, it's kind of like taking your hands and putting them in a tanning bed, like when you do your nails. And you might not think it's very long or very often or very much, but sun damage is cumulative, you guys, and UV damage is cumulative. So even if I go to a regular salon, I load up on the sunscreen, and sometimes I even bring these gloves and I ask if they mind if I use these when I get my nails done. And sometimes people look at you like you're crazy, but I don't really care because I protect my skin so well most of the time. Like I have gloves that I wear if I have to drive long distances because I don't want my hands sitting on the steering wheel, literally just getting like aged by the sun. It sounds crazy, you guys, but it makes a big difference. If you look at pictures of people who expose themselves to UV from driving, on like the driving side of the face, the side of the face, the side of the face that is exposed to sun versus the other side of the face, it's a huge difference. And like, yeah, so I want to keep my hands looking as nice as I can, as long as I can, long story short. Got these from Amazon. I really like them. I use them every single time I do my nails. So these I'm obviously going to be keeping. Okay, then in here I have a few tools. So this is a brush, and I use this brush. It's just a basic, what do you call it, like an eyeshadow brush, but I use this to make a smile line if I do a French tip. You basically just need a flat little brush to make a smile line on your nails if you're going to do a French tip. I don't have any other brushes at the moment because I don't really need any other brushes. I had a whole bunch of other brushes when I was doing more nail art and when I was Obviously you need like special brushes for acrylic powders, and you need special brushes, or not special, but other brushes when you're using builder gel. And I had just like a ton of different brushes, and I really don't need any other brushes because I'm not really using builder gel at the moment. I'm not like putting hard gel on people's nails or anything, so I only need this one to create a smile line. Maybe one day I'll make a video and show you guys how I do that. It's pretty easy. But yeah, so this is the only brush I need. I'm going to keep that. And then I have like, these are clippers for, nail clippers for if you have extensions. I don't even think I have, do I have extensions still? I don't even think I have nail tips in here, but I might end up eventually putting glue on nail extensions on at some point. So I may as well hold on to these because they're kind of like something that is annoying to have to go out and buy if you don't have them. And then I have a couple like cuticle pushers. I have cuticle nippers. I don't really use cuticle nippers on myself. I find them cumbersome to use on myself. I prefer to use them on other people, so I don't use these a whole lot. But if I do like a friend or family member's nails, I'll use the cuticle nippers. And then I have regular nail clippers, and just like a couple more supplies. I've got cuticle scissors, I've got more nail clippers. So yeah, I just keep them in here. So that is my little box of nail tools. And then I have some cotton rounds, which I'm going to keep. And I have these little clean cotton wipes. These are really good for when you're cleaning nails and you don't want little fuzzies left behind. And I do use these a lot when I do my nails, so I'm going to hold on to those. And then I have a whole bunch of nail bits in here for my e-file, so I'm going to be keeping those. And let's see, and then I've got a couple of little, I don't even remember what these things are called. But yeah, I've got these little things for when I use the e-file, and again, I don't use them on myself. I only use them on when I do other people's nails. And there's the fine ones for when you are just buffing the top of their natural nail, and then there's the more coarse ones for when you have to remove product. Although I don't really use the coarse ones very much at all. And then here I just have a whole bunch of nail files. These are the nail files I got when I thought I was going to be doing nails like for more people and more often, and they're pretty good. I got them from Amazon. They have a coarser side and a more smooth side, and I really like them. I use them all the time. I like the way that they're shaped. The way that they're shaped makes it really easy to get around like the corners of the nails. And they're from a company called The Little Rose, and they come in a 25 pack. So they're single use only on other people, but obviously if I'm gonna use them on myself, I just keep reusing them on myself. Yeah, and then some more little bits here, whatever you call them. Not bits, I don't know what they're called. I can't remember. Bands, sanding bands, that's what they're called. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is the drawer. This is the drawer that I need to declutter. It is a mess. It is a mess. I have my ASAP instant cleaning spray. This is an alcohol-based cleaning spray that I use to clean my tools as well as my nails, and I have 2 of them. And where's the other one? There, you can see how much, like, I do my nails pretty often. You can see how much of this is used. Both of these, I've used both of those just in the last like year, so you can tell how often I use them. And yeah, really important to be working with clean nails. And then I have my LED lamp here. This is from Amazon, and it's from a company called Makartt, I guess. And it's pretty good. It has a 60-second and a 30-second setting. And I really like it. And it is a UV LED. So when if you're going to be getting yourself a lamp, it's important to look for one that does UV and LED, because that way, no matter what kind of polish you're using, it's going to cure it. Some nail polishes require UV, some nail polishes require LED, and this one does both. So really important. This one wasn't really expensive, but really important to get a decent lamp that is going to do both UV and LED. And yeah, this one really does the trick. This is the one I use all the time when I do my own nails, and it does the trick. So I'm put that down there. And then I have this little kabuki brush, and I use this to dust off my nails and also like the workstation and whatever, and I really like it. It's perfect. And when you're dusting off your nails, you always want to dust from top to bottom, not side to side, because top to bottom gets the grime out of the ridges. If you just go side to side, the grime will just collect on the side of your nails, if that makes sense. So if this is my finger, you go top to bottom, not side to side. Anyway, that's just a little tip. But that thing I do use, I'm gonna keep it. And then here we have some ASP Prep and Clean Dehydrator. And look at how much of this I've used, you guys. Like, it's like half used. And this stuff is fantastic. It kind of just cleans and dehydrates the top of the nail to prepare it for your polish. So really, really important to have clean, dry nails. You don't want fungus or anything, bacteria, anything growing underneath the gel. You don't want to be like putting gel on top of bacteria and on top of moisture and then sealing that in. That's not good for your nails. And yeah, and this also helps the product to adhere to your nails better as well. So after I've filed my nails and I make sure that there's no dust or grime or anything, I use the alcohol to clean, and then I put this on to prep and dehydrate. But like I said, you guys, at the end of the video, I will like put on the screen the steps that I use the products in, and I will link to the best of my ability everything down below as well. Anyway, I'm going to hold on to that because I obviously use it. I also have, I think, a dehydrator in here. I thought I had a dehydrator in here and I don't know. What's this? Yeah, this is the Nail Prep Dehydrator. This is pretty much the same thing. I just have two of them, and I really, they're both good, but I really like the ASP one. That one's my favorite. You know, I really enjoy doing nails, you guys. Like, I really enjoy it. Okay, and then I also have this here. This is from Modelones, or Modelones. It's a nail primer. And this is a non-acid primer, and this one helps bond the product to your nails. I don't actually use this pretty much ever. I've got dirt under my nail. I don't ever use this pretty much ever. I find that my nails last a really long time, even without using this primer, this bond. So I don't really know how necessary it is. I feel like people recommend that you should always put a primer if you're doing it professionally, because it helps prevent lifting for people, but I don't find that I need to use it really. And I don't think I have anything else in terms of like primers or anything like that in here. This is obviously just 100% acetone nail polish remover. I do not use this really ever. I don't ever soak off my nails. I don't like submersing my fingers in chemicals for a long time. It bothers me. So I don't ever use this to soak off nails. And yeah, I don't even really know why I have it. I guess because it was a essential thing to have when I was practicing doing nails on people. And also, of course, if you have regular polish, but I don't wear regular polish. But I do think that nail polish remover is like obviously a basic thing that everybody should have. Also, it is helpful to like clean your brushes and stuff like that. So it's okay to have a little bit of nail polish remover. So I'll hold on to that anyways. Okay, what else? Here we have a cuticle oil. This is California Mango cuticle oil. It's quite nice. It has a little leaf in there. It's cute. I don't actually use this very often at all. Pretty much just put like hand lotion on my nails when I'm done, but I do use it, and I use it when I do other people's nails because it's kind of like a nice treat. And then, do I have anything else in here in terms of? I don't think I have anything else in here in terms of oils, dehydrators, other kind of supplies. It's pretty much just nail files, orange sticks, and nail polish. So I pulled this down onto the ground. This is going to be the easiest way to go through this, and I have already culled this down quite a lot. At one point, you guys, I think I had like 50 or 75 colors of polishes, which was really cool for doing people's nails, but like I said, I just didn't do it enough to justify I had a whole nail room set up. It was really, really nice, but I don't want to do nails for people unless I'm actually licensed, and you know, I would want to actually, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it 100% is what I'm saying. So like, I would have to be done the course, I would have to be licensed, all that stuff. And it's just not something that I'm wanting to put attention to at the moment. So I got rid of a whole bunch of nail polish colors. So first of all, let's take out all of my nail files. So I've got some of these little rose nail files, and a lot of these are unused, but a couple of them I have used already on myself. This is such a good file. This is from Beauty Secrets, you guys. I got this from Sally Beauty, and it's washable, and it is a coarse 100 grit, and it is so good for removing gel polish. So when I go and do my, I need to get a new one actually. You can tell it's like super worn out. But when I go to do my nails and when I need to remove the top layer of gel polish that's on my fingers, if I want to remove polish, this is the one that I use because you need a coarse grit file to adequately remove your gel polish. You can use a finer grit. Like you can use like 180. These ones are okay because one side's 100 and one side's 180. And these are okay to remove polish as well. But if you use a finer grit, it's going to take forever to remove your polish. You can do it, or if all you want to do is simply like change your tip color or something, but you can like buff off the top layer of your polish. You can put a new coat, a new color on your tip or a new nail polish color, and you can just paint over top with your top coat. You don't have to totally remove all the polish unless you have lifting. But yeah, so these ones are good, but this one, you guys, is absolutely fantastic. I really, really recommend this particular brush. So it's a washable, coarse 100 grit from Beauty Secrets. I have got two of them actually. So this one looks like it might be newer. I don't know, but those are really, really good nail files. I love them. And then I have some orange sticks in here. Orange sticks are really good for cleaning up around the edge of the nail so that you don't get nail polish all over your skin. I'm pretty good now at, when I paint my nails, I'm pretty good at not getting nail polish all over the sides of my nails, like all over my fingers. Like as you can see, like I just did these like a few days ago, and you can see that they're not touching the cuticle, they're not touching the skin, a little bit maybe on that finger, but for the most part I'm pretty good now. Like I'm getting better and better all the time at it, but just in case you do get a little bit of color on your skin, these are really good just to kind of go around and quickly clean that up. And also you can use these to push back cuticles, but I don't. I prefer a metal cuticle pusher. But those are your orange sticks. And I used to have a ton of orange sticks, like a whole thing of them. I got rid of a bunch because I don't need them. I don't need that many, you know, for the purposes of doing like my nails, my daughter's nails, maybe my mom's sometimes, which is pretty much all I ever do. I don't need a whole package of orange sticks. A few will be fine. Can always get more from Walmart if I need to. Okay, so these I'm going to be keeping, obviously. So I'm just going to put these to the side as well. Keeping my orange sticks, and you can get all this stuff from Amazon, by the way, you guys. All right, and then in here, so first of all, let's go through top coats and base coats. So my favorite top coat of all time is the Kiara Sky non-wipe top coat. This is such a beautiful product, you guys. It's a little bit more expensive, but it will last you a long time. The brush is amazing. The formula is amazing. It glides on the nails so smoothly. I don't know how to describe it. The brush like hugs your nails. So when you're brushing this on your nail, it hugs your nail. It's not like sloppy or goopy or difficult to apply. It's so easy to apply, and it just leaves the most beautiful shine, and I love it. So I love that top coat. If I, like going forward, you guys, I think I'm only ever just going to buy this top coat. I don't think I'm going to buy another top coat other than that one. But sometimes when you get like sets of polishes, they come with a base and a top coat. And companies will tell you that you should use their whole system. Like they'll say, oh, for best results, use our base coat and our top coat along with their color. It's kind of like shampoo and conditioner though, as long as you're not looking at like shellac and gel. And even if you are, I have intermixed shellac and gel, like top coat, base coat. I've never had a problem with lifting, but companies will tell you, just like with shampoo companies, they'll be like, oh, for best results, use our whole product range. It's like, no, you don't have to. They just want you to buy their stuff. This here is a French manicure polish, and the brush is actually slanted. It's shaped like on an angle so that you can more easily paint on a French tip. I'm going to hold on to that. I don't really do a white French tip very often, but I'll hold on to it. This here is a color, I believe. That's not a base coat. Here's a top coat. This is from Gel Polish. I don't mind it. I'm going to hold on to it because top coat is something I use every single time I do my nails. This is the color I have on right now. Actually, no, sorry, that's not the color. Which is the one? This is the one. This is the color, you guys, that I have on my nails right now. It is called Nude BB Cream. So if you like the color that's on my nails right now, it's just a clear, like almost totally translucent. It's very, very pretty. From a company called GelCare, and it's called Nude BB Cream. None of this was gifted to me, by the way. I purchased all these products myself. I really, really like this color. It's so beautiful, and I would definitely order more from this company because, as you can see, it is just the most perfect color of pinky nude. So pretty. And all I did was I think I put like 2 coats or maybe 3 coats of that and then a top coat. Gorgeous. So I really like that one. This is glitter. Here we go. This is a base coat. So they're either called base coat or foundation. They're both the same thing. And those are both from Gel Polish. That's a color. I'm looking for base coats and top coats primarily at the moment, so I can get those out of the way. CND. So this is the CND shellac top coat. And I think I have a CND shellac base coat here somewhere too. Here it is. There's the base coat. So I've got base coat and top coat. So shellac is basically a mixture. It's like a hybrid between regular polish and gel. So you can use shellac and gel together. You don't have to stick to just one or the other. But if I do use my shellac products, I just like to be on the safe side and use their base coat and top coat just to make sure that I maximize my chances of success. And then I thought I had some CND colors here too, but maybe I don't need more. Maybe I got rid of them. I don't even know if I have any more shellac polish in here. Anyways, so this is a red one. This is a red gel polish. I don't know if you guys can see that color in there, but it's a true red, like for fall, winter, Christmas. It's a little bit on the darker side. It is a beautiful shade. I would like to do red tips on my nails a little bit closer to like Christmas time. I think that would look really nice. And then I also have this one here. Oh, here's a CND shellac. So here's a nice red color as well. Now the question is, do I need both? I didn't realize I had 2 reds. I'm just gonna I don't know if I need both of them. Okay, so actually you guys, the colors are slightly different. The CND one on the left is slightly more sheer, and the Rosalind on the right is a little bit more opaque. And I actually like the color of the Rosalind better, but I'm gonna keep the CND, the red one, because I actually haven't tried that one on nails yet. So I don't know what it looks like, so I'm gonna hold on to that for now. But I think that's gonna be so pretty for like fall, winter. Like when it comes to my nails, I pretty much do just neutral, very natural looking, or I do some sort of a colored tip. I very rarely do a whole color on my nails. I just don't, unless it's like a nude color, which this one, by the way, this is a beautiful color. This Dunes color, it's literally the color of that little square that you see, and it is gorgeous. Here we have another color. It's a nudie sandy color, which I do like. I'm gonna actually open it up and look at. Okay, so this color here, you guys, actually isn't opaque. It's a little bit misleading. If you look at the top, it looks like it's going to be opaque, but it's not. It is a translucent, as you guys can see. I wanted to show you. So it is a translucent pink. And this is the kind of colors, this is the kind of polish I use, you guys, when I want to achieve this kind of look, where it looks very natural, very much like the Queen would have worn this. You know what I mean? Kind of like that Essie ballet slippers color. Very sheer, opaque, translucent, kind of a nude color. And this is by Beetles. This is the Beetles Gel Polish. I love Beetles. They are a really good brand. I've bought from them lots. Their colors are really nice. They come from Amazon. So anyway, that's a good one. I'll hold on to that. This I think is a top coat. Yeah, this is a matte top coat, and this is from the company Makartt as well, the same company that makes my UV lamp. So I don't often do a matte top coat, but you can get matte top coat colors, or matte top coats, I guess. Matte top coats. What else? So we have another CND shellac. This is just a really nice nudie pink color. Not my favorite, to be honest. It's a little bit too warm for me, but it is a really nice color. I don't use it a lot for myself, but my daughter likes it, and it's good for the toes. It's an okay color. This one here, CND shellac, I believe that this one, I'm going to open it, but I believe that this one is translucent. Okay, so this is what the CND, this is what this color looks like. So it is a little bit, it's like a semi-sheer color. It can be a little bit misleading on the websites. I ordered this straight from, I think I got this from Gel Polish Canada or something. I don't know, something Polish Canada, Polish Hub maybe, or something like that. It can be a little bit misleading on the website, because to see this, you would think it's a nude color, but it's actually like a semi-translucent color, so it's not totally opaque. But anyways, I actually haven't used that one yet. Here we have another CND shellac. I love this because I'm obsessed with the color blue. I love this really light kind of sky baby blue color. It looks so pretty in the summertime for doing a blue tip on my nails. Doing a blue French tip is one of my go-to looks. Like I do a blue French tip a lot if I want something just a little bit different, you know, and it ends up looking so classy. I just really like it. So that's a good color. I think that's it for the CND colors. Yeah, I don't have any other CND colors at the moment. Okay, these ones here. Okay, these ones here, you guys. A lot of times when you see my nails, you will see like a milky white with gold flecks in it. If you ever see milky white with gold flecks, I am using these colors here. These are two of the exact same colors, and this is from a brand called likomey, YTD likomey. So this is the milky white with gold flecks, you guys. It is so pretty on the nails. Such a good look, like such a classic neutral look. It just looks so chic. Then I have the same one that is pink with gold flecks. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but it is, I don't know if you guys can see that. It's pink with gold flecks, and that also is very, very beautiful. So I really like both of them. And yeah, one of these little bottles will last a really long time. You don't have to get the big bottles, but I wanted to get a larger bottle because I do tend to go for the white with gold fleck a lot. So I ended up with 2 bottles of that somehow. But anyways, I'm gonna hold on to those because I obviously use it a lot. This is a top coat. This is what I mean. Sometimes when you order from certain brands, you'll get like 5 colors, and then they'll also send a base and a top coat. So I've got likomey top coat, which is fine, and I thought I had a likomey, and I have a base coat. 5 types of top coats. Actually, no, I've got more. Sorry, there's another one here. This is from Gelin. That's a top coat. I think that's it. Okay, so I have a Gelin top coat, a matte top coat, the Kiara Sky top coat, the likomey base and top coat, the CND shellac base and top coat, and the gel polish base and top. Honestly, I'm going to keep all of them because a base and a top is something I use every single time I do my nails. So it makes sense that I have more of those than colors, right? Colors last a little bit longer, but these things I use every single time I do my nails. So I may as well hold on to all of them. It does not hurt to have extra top coat and base coat, even though they do last like a pretty decent amount of time. What I need is like some kind of container, some kind of just little bag to keep my polishes in. They don't need to be all lying in here like a mess. It's such a mess. Okay, so this is from Beetles, and this is a pink color. It's like a mauvey pink. Very pretty for doing a pink tip. Another one of my favorite things to do is a pink French tip. This is a good one. We'll hold on to that. I've used it quite a lot, and I will continue to use it. This is another one. This is from Gelin, and this is another pink color. And again, it's good for a pink French tip or just a pink nail if you want. I'm not a fan of these little tiny bottles. There's only 6 mils in here. They don't last a whole lot, like a whole long time, and they're kind of just an annoying small bottle. Like if you're gonna get a nail polish, just at least get a normal size polish, you know? I don't like the little bottles very much. This is a nice one too for a bluish greenish tip if you want. I don't use it as much anymore, but it's a really nice color. It's good for the summertime. You can tell here that one is a little bit warmer and one is a little bit cooler. I tend to go for the cooler one. This is a beautiful brown color. Beautiful, beautiful shade of brown for the fall winter. Here we have a milky white from likomey, but there's no flecks in here. No, sorry, is this one pink? Oh, this is nude pink, sorry. This is just nude pink. Really beautiful nude pink, but no gold flecks, but it's a really nice color. Okay, this is beautiful. This is by Beetles as well, and this is a light gray. You guys, look at that color. That is so gorgeous. You guys know me, I'm obsessed with gray. So this is so pretty for a tip color. Oh, it's gorgeous. If you guys want to try something different and you're tired of just a classic white tip, go with like a cool gray or a cool blue or something. It just looks so nice. I forgot that I had this. I'm gonna have to use this one of these days coming up. I really like that one. Yeah, I didn't really get any decluttering done, did I? I'm not really letting go of any of these. This one I could probably let go of. This is like a darker, it's like a darker mauvey pink color. I don't think I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna let go of that one. All right, again, this is a really pretty gray color, as you can see. This is from Beetles. Really beautiful, beautiful gray color. A little bit darker than the last one, I think. I don't think I need both. I really do not think I need both. So maybe I'll declutter that one. And this one is a turquoise bluish green. Let's open this. Okay, this one's really pretty. Yeah, that one's nice. That's like a more neutral blue. It's not super warm, it's not super cool. That one's also very good for like toenails in the summertime or a tip. So we'll use that one. Keep that one. This is black. I think this is black. Let's see. All right, this is black, you guys. Very black. And this again would be good for a black tip. I don't mind the look of a classic black tip, although I think it would be hard to get it. I haven't used it before. I think it would be hard to get the smile line perfect with black. I haven't tried that before. It's a little bit more forgiving when you're using lighter colors than it is darker colors, but I'm open to trying it. So maybe sometime closer to Christmas, we could do like a black French tip and some sparkles or something. That might be pretty. And this is a nude, kind of a beigey brown color, which is really pretty. You guys, this is so pretty. Look at that color. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. So pretty. It's like a sandy beigey gray color. So pretty. Love it. You guys know me, love my neutrals. So we'll keep that. This is a mid-tone cool gray. Not something I use a whole lot, a mid-tone cool gray. I think I'm gonna declutter that one. And then this one here is a taupey color. All right, so this one here, I think I'm gonna keep for my mom, solely for my mom, because she, again, really likes her mauves and her like brown tones for the fall. It's a nice pink color, but it's a little too dark for me. I wouldn't put that on my skin, or obviously, I wouldn't put that on my nails. But I'm gonna hold on to this just for my mom, because if she ever comes and gets her nails done, she's gonna ask me what kind of pinks and browns I have, and I don't have a lot of pinks. So hold on to that one. So the only three things I'm decluttering are those three polishes. The rest I'm keeping. So I guess it's going to come down to how am I going to organize them, because it's just not maximizing the space. And I honestly feel like all my nail stuff could fit in one bin. It doesn't have to be in a 3-drawer organizer. Yeah, I think I have some bins downstairs, and I think I might, I don't know. I'm gonna have to play around a little bit. I just want to maximize the space in the closet a little bit better. Okay, so I actually got this bag here from Winners. It's a Vince Camuto bag. I was gonna use it for makeup. I feel like maybe I should use it for my polishes. I still do need a makeup travel bag. I have a toiletry bag, Louis Vuitton toiletry bag, but I don't know if it's big enough to hold my makeup for when I travel. So. But anyways, I'm gonna put the polishes in here, I think, and see how that looks. Okay, so this is all of the nail polishes in this bag. I think this is good because it kind of keeps them, you know, all in one place. And then what I did was this little side pocket up here is where I put all of my base and top coats, and then all of the colors I just put down there. So yeah, it's hard to keep them organized, you know, they're just all gonna be floating around in the drawer anyways. I may as well just keep them all in a little container like that. And you guys, I actually decided to declutter this top coat because I don't think I need like 6 top coats. I'm just gonna declutter that. I also decided to let go of this CND red color because it is a little bit more sheer than the other color. I'm just gonna hold on to one of them. And then I also decided to let go of this color just to make it a little bit more lightweight and cohesive. Okay, so I went down to the basement and I found a couple of storage containers because I was starting to put things back in this bin, in this 3-shelf thing, and it's just like a lot of wasted space. You know what I mean? Like if I was to put my nail file, my e-file in here, it doesn't need that much space, and then I have one empty drawer. So I'm gonna see if I can get rid of that storage container altogether. I needed it when I had a ton of nail supplies, but now that I've whittled down, I don't need that storage container. I think it's just taking up a lot of extra room. And yeah, so I'm super out of breath now. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can organize and consolidate my nail supplies in those little containers and get rid of that big bin, because I feel like when you have big storage containers and like larger storage units, it's just an opportunity to fill it with stuff. So yeah, I want to see if I can consolidate everything and get it into like 2 small little bins versus that whole big thing. This is pretty big too. Okay guys, so I think that's honestly going to be the best. I was kind of toying around with it a little bit, and I think that this is honestly going to be the best way to do it. So I just put my nail file, my e-file, and my bits in here. And I was thinking I could probably even put my sanding bands in here as well. But for now, I just have them underneath here. That's where my sanding bands are. And then I've got my nail files there, and then my cotton rounds. I was going to get rid of the cotton balls, because I don't really use cotton balls hardly ever, like almost never. But sometimes I do use normal polish. Like on occasion, my daughter sometimes uses normal polish, and I feel like they're just good to have. What if I do want to soak off gel or something? I don't know. It's just, I feel like cotton balls are just something that you should have in your house. You know, they do come in handy. I just don't use them very often, but I feel like I should have them. And then I'll just show you what I did here, you guys. I also put my lamp here. So then to the right, I have my little container with my tools and my UV gloves. Then I've got my little lintless pads, and then my nail polish remover, my alcohol spray, my prep and clean dehydrator stuff, my kabuki brush, my cuticle oil, which really doesn't get used very much at all, but I like to have it, especially if I do other people's nails. People always look forward to the cuticle oil bit. And then I have a few files that are actually in use, and the orange sticks, and my one brush for doing a smile line. And I just found this little crystal container that was actually in my bathroom. I just took it. So yeah, under here is where my files and my sanding bands are. So I feel like that's the best way to do it. So then everything is all kind of in one place. And it might look a little bit cluttered or whatever. It might not look super pretty, but I feel like this is probably the best way to do it. So literally everything I need for nails is all in one bin, except for my e-file is in a separate little bin like that. And then we have the nail polishes on top. So that right there is all of my nail supplies, which I feel like is more, what do you call it? It's more, what's the word I'm looking for? I feel like it's more efficient, space efficient than that big thing, which had a lot of empty space in it. This is just gonna look a lot nicer. So, and then I got this thing too, to put my empties in for you guys. So now I can put those smaller bins back in the closet, and I can get rid of that big storage container that just had a lot of empty space. I think it's gonna look a lot nicer. Like, you know that you have too much nail stuff when you need a 3-tier shelf to store all your nail stuff. You know what I mean? I just don't need that. So I didn't declutter a whole lot, you guys, but at least I got rid of a couple of things, a couple of old worn out files, and a couple of nail polishes that I don't think I need. And at least I freed up a ton of space in this closet. It looks a lot better now than it did before. And I feel like it's just a lot more concise. Like, that's my nail stuff, you know what I mean? And probably at some point if I don't use that e-file very often, then at some point I may even consider getting rid of the e-file. Like I said, I really only use the e-file to do other people's nails. I find it cumbersome to use on my own nails. But yeah, right now I'm just gonna hold on to it. It's kind of like a hobby. It's something I like to use. Yeah, and then to the left of that, I have my empties. I'm going to be doing an empties video for you guys. And then I have some of my supplies for my camera. I have a hole punch, tripod for my phone, a little pumpkin, which is decor, some candles, which honestly, you guys, I should almost get rid of a candle. I have 2 peppermint sugar cookie candles, and I feel like that's a lot. Like, am I going to go through all of that? I don't know. It'd be a miracle. Honestly be a miracle if I got through like half of those candles this year, because they just take forever to burn. I do use candles a lot, but they just take forever to burn. And then there I have an old vision board. I like to keep my vision boards because they're pretty and I work really hard on them, and I just have it turned away because people don't need to see what your visions are. But yeah, I like to kind of look back at my vision boards and sometimes take little bits and pieces and consolidate them and make new vision boards. I have another one on my wall behind me in the office, but I haven't actually looked at it for a long time. I need to either revamp it or actually start looking at it. And yeah, sometimes you have to revamp your vision boards from time to time. So then up there, I took down that bin. I have a whole bunch of stuff that was there in the bin that I have to post on Poshmark. That's going to be the other thing I have to do today, is post a bunch of things on Poshmark that you can see there. And then I have to get an overnight bag. So maybe today I'm going to have to look on Amazon and do a little bit of hunting around. Unfortunately, we do not have any stores in town where I can go look for an overnight bag. Believe it or not, there's nothing. Well, I shouldn't say that. I think we sell those like lug bags or whatever, those lug bags. I might go to that store and look at those bags. But yeah, that's going to be my next thing, is to find an overnight bag and organize an overnight bag, because I do go away for the weekend for like 1 or 2 nights quite frequently. Yeah, but this looks much nicer. And now I have this big container that is not being used for anything, and I can donate that container because we don't need it. Look at my cat. She found a comfy spot. She looks so funny. Oh, she found the comfiest spot in the house on my daughter's unmade bed. She always does that. She finds like literally the most comfortable blanket, the coziest little blanket, and then she curls up and she goes to sleep. Could not be bothered at all. She's tired. She's tired. She needs to go to sleep. So cozy. The life of a cat. Oh, to be a cat for just one day. I also got some of these post-it sheets. I don't think I need all of them. I'm going to just keep a couple and give some to my daughter. I think I'll keep those ones, and I think I'll give these ones to my daughter, see if she wants them. I really like, when it comes to things like the law of attraction and manifestation and stuff like that, I love putting, not even that, but just like motivational things for life, like quotes, just things to remind myself, little things I want to remind myself of. I like to put little things on sticky notes, and also just obviously to-do list stuff, right? I just think sticky notes come in handy a lot. And yeah, so I want a couple of sticky notes. So I'm going to hold on to these 3. The other thing, you guys, I started doing a little bit more journaling. I used to journal all the time, and I went and got some pens for journaling and forgot that I already had pens for journaling. So now I have all these pens, and I really need to get rid of some because I do not need all of these pens. I really like these mild liners, these mild liner highlighters. They're really good for like planning and organizing and stuff, but I feel like I don't need all these pens. So yeah, I should go through and really like figure out which ones I want to keep. I'm going to keep these really cute little beige neutral aesthetic ones. So cute. Got those from Walmart. These are cute too. These little ones with like the little diamonds on the end, although I don't write with them a lot, but they're really, really cute. I'm going to keep the mild liner highlighters for now. Super cute. Yeah, because I don't use these very often, I should almost get rid of them. They're so cute, aren't they? With the little diamonds, but I'm going to donate those. Purple, not a favorite color. Don't love purple. Green. The thing is, I really love these. Like I love these Sharpies, these colors, they're so pretty. Okay, don't love that color, gonna let go of that. Gonna let go of that color, not my favorite. Yeah, then we've got black, we've got silver. These are highlighters. I feel like I'm gonna use all those. I don't know. The thing is, I know I don't need this many highlighters or pens, but when I'm journaling or planning or like writing out my goals or my to-do list or my stuff, I really like to have multiple colors to choose from. So for now, I'm going to hold on to those colors. And then I just have a little candle on my desk here. That's my little white sage and pumpkin candle, which I will light when I sit here and like do my stuff. These, I'm going to see if my daughter wants them. Okay guys, that's pretty much it for my organizing and decluttering the nail stuff. As I promised you guys, I'm going to tell you kind of a quick step-by-step of how I do my nails. I apologize that I'm not going to have a tutorial because honestly, when you're painting your nails and when you're shaping them, it's just something that you have to get a feel for, and it's kind of cumbersome and difficult for me to show you on camera. There are a ton of really good nail videos out there that you guys can go look at if you want like tips on how to actually properly shape your nails and all that stuff. So for me, I don't put extensions or tips on my nails either. These are my own natural nails that I work with, and so the steps are very, very simple. So I'm just going to put them on the screen for you, and like I say, I will link everything down below that I think is essential to do your nails. The very first thing that you're going to do if you're starting from scratch with no gel on your nails at all is you have to prep your nail for the nail polish, which includes pushing back your cuticles, clipping your cuticles if you want, using cuticle remover, whatever you prefer, and also buffing the top layer of your nail. When you buff the top layer of your nail, you always want to use a fine grit, nothing coarse, and you don't want to over file. You're literally just making it a little bit more rough. You kind of rough up the surface a little bit so that it will adhere to the gel a little bit better. Gel polish will not stick on smooth, shiny nails. So that is the purpose of buffing your nail. And again, be careful not to over file. You literally just need to do a few skiffs of your nail file. You don't need to do too much. Be careful to get right around the corners and the edges to make sure that your gel is going to stick. You also want to clean your nails. You want to use an alcohol-based cleanser to clean your fingers and your nails. You want to make sure that you have no debris on your nails. So you want to brush it away with a kabuki brush, or even go and wash your fingers under running water and dry them really, really well. Using an alcohol spray on your nails after you wash them as well will also help the water to evaporate so that you have nice dry nails to work with. The next thing you want to do is go ahead with your nail prep and dehydrator. As you guys saw, I also have a primer. I don't think it's essential to use a primer. I've never done it before, and I don't have any problems with my nails, my gel nails sticking. So then you would go ahead and you would do a layer of prep and dehydrate. Give that a few seconds or a minute or so to dry. It dries pretty quickly. Try not to get any of these things on your actual skin. It can be a little bit irritating for your skin to get polishes and prep and dehydrator and stuff on your skin. Just try to get it on the nail. The next thing you're going to do is go in with your foundation. So you can build up your foundation a little bit if you want a thicker nail. And sometimes for myself, if I want a thicker nail, I'll just do a few more top coats, like layers of top coat. But you can do 1 or 2 coats of foundation, and then you can do a couple layers of top coat just to give your nails some extra thickness and strength. And I really like doing that because I find it makes my nails a lot stronger and they're much less likely to break. I've actually never had a nail break after I've done my nails like this. So after you've done your layers of foundation, you want to cure for 1 minute under your LED or UV lamp. Pay attention to the packaging of your polishes. Some polishes cure in less than a minute. Some polishes want more than a minute, but the general rule is about 1 minute under your LED lamp. Then you can go in with your color. Try not to get it on your skin. It is really difficult to get it off of your skin, and it's really difficult to go back after and reshape it if you get way too much product on. The rule when it comes to gel polish is to do thinner layers and do more of them if you need to. Don't put on a huge thick layer. Another tip as well is to try to keep your fingernails level as you're painting them. So don't do your thumb and then turn your thumb to the side and paint the other 4 fingers, because by the time you're done doing that, the polish on your thumb will have migrated down to the side, and then you're going to have a lopsided nail. So the way to fix this is either to paint your thumbs last or to do your thumbs totally separate from the rest of your hand and do both thumbs at once and put them both under the light at once. You can also freeze dry your polish, which means that after you've put the polish on, you can stick it under the lamp for a few seconds just to give it a little flash dry or a flash cure so that it doesn't migrate while you paint the other nails. So after you've done all of those, remember to cure for about a minute in between applying layers of polish. Then you're ready for your top coat. And your top coat, I like to cure it for a little bit longer just to make sure that it's really 100% done. So I'll put a layer of top coat, I'll cure it for a minute, I'll take it out, I'll put another layer of top coat, and I'll cure that for about a minute and a half just to make sure that I get a really solid cure. When it comes to wiping, people often wonder, do you have to wipe with alcohol after? Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. There are polishes that have a no wipe top coat, so you don't actually have to wipe away the sticky layer when you're done. Also, it's important to note that between layers, your nails will be sticky. That's just part of the residue, that's part of the curing process, and you don't have to wipe that away. In fact, you shouldn't wipe that away because that actually helps the next layer of polish stick on the previous layer of polish. But just be careful in between because you can't walk around and touch things or like touch your hair. You will get stickies and fuzzies and everything on that sticky layer. If you do, it's not a big deal. Or if you notice that you have a misshapen nail because you applied too thick of a coat or it started to migrate or something, and if you have to go and like file that down and shape it a little bit in between coats, just wipe off that sticky layer before you go filing. Otherwise, it's going to be really difficult to file. And it's fine if you have to do that. It's not going to ruin your nails if you do have to wipe away that sticky layer. And that's really about it. And always make sure to cap your free edge. Do try to get the nail polish around the free edge. Always remember that depending on how long your nails are, you should have a little bit of an apex, meaning you should have a little bit more of a thick area on the nail, more toward the middle of the nail bed. They shouldn't be totally flat, especially if you have long nails. If you don't have an apex, you're not going to have any strength to your nails. So if you have long natural nails and you put extensions on and then you paint them, if you do not have some sort of an apex, you are at risk of breaking your nail. And if you break it, it could break really far down your nail and it could actually rip the whole nail right off of your nail, and it would be very, very painful. So always make sure to have a little bit of thickness on the middle part of the nail and then thinner toward the edge. This just comes with time and practice. I suggest building up the nail with foundation and then your color, depending on what kind of color you're using. And then before you put your top coat, go in with a file and just make sure that the shape is exactly as you want it before you put your top coat on. I know that this is a lot of steps, but you guys will just get better and better at it as you go in the future. If you're just painting on your own nail, your natural nail, and you do not have extensions and they're not really long, you don't have to worry about building an apex. You can just put what we call a gel overlay. So you can just do foundation, color, top coat, and call it a day. And that's really about it. That is a basic at-home manicure. Be very, very careful when you're using your files so that you don't cut your skin. That can be very painful. A good rule of thumb is to take the side of your nail file and actually soften the edge of the nail file against another nail file. That way, when you're getting close to your own skin, you're less likely to tear up your own skin. And I think that's about it. Yeah, that's really about it. You can get much more in depth and you can do lots of other fun things. Like I say, I am not like a professional. There's a lot of other good videos out there, but that's just how I do my own basic gel manicure. So hopefully that was helpful for you guys. Thank you so much for watching and for hanging out with me today while I did some organization. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye for now.